So Josh, many people don't know, but your truck's actually already sold. Many people know you for this truck, but why did you sell it?
Just basically time to start something new and let somebody else enjoy it. I've enjoyed it this long. It's helped the shop out, it's helped me out tremendously, so now somebody else gets to enjoy it.
See you doing last minute touch-ups. What are you doing to make sure that everything's good to go?
I had ordered all new rigid lights for the truck previously and never got around to doing it, but I kind of slipped up and told the customer, or the guy that bought the truck, that I had new rigid lights. So I'm installing all my rigid lights to go back in the bumpers, and you know, at least when he takes it up north, which the truck's going to New Jersey, so if you see it in New Jersey, let us know. But he's taking it up north, and when he gets to use it, he gets to enjoy it.
So for everyone confused, what are you doing?
Wires for the back of these other little lights.
So you have to connect them from up front to here?
Well, it's because I put them on the upfitter switches. So when I put them on the upfitter switches, it'll just be one switch will flip on just those. I could tie them in, but what's the fun in that?
I think that's the last thing people care about.
I'm gonna drill one and put a license plate light on it, but it doesn't.
What a good man.
Plate light.
It's time to change it.
Well, my thing is, it is going up north, so we all know New Jersey gonna be all over him like fried rice.
You're definitely gonna love this truck. I'll say that. It'll be known.
Oh no, I kind of don't think so.
It's kind of hard to mistake a giant yellow truck.
You gotta go park it in his garage. He's from a small town.
Who do you think's gonna cry first, you or Mariah?
Mariah.
Josh likes to do things that are off the wall and wild, so he wanted to do something that not anyone else, literally anyone else, has. This is number 11 of 141 Peterbilts. Original engine, original everything. Does it run yet? No. Is it a rust bucket? Yes. But the coolest part about this is it's like history, and he kind of wants to rebuild it, remake it, and make it just like so badass going down the road. He wants to make this like actually a daily driver, so number 11 of 141. And we've tried to track down the other ones, and so far we haven't found any. So technically we could be making a one of one, literally. All right, enough talking. Let me show you this one of one 1947 Peterbilt. I'm sad.
How do you feel?
Are you sad?
Not at all.
I met Josh in this truck. I feel like we're sending one of our kids off to college or forever or die. That's not a crunchy.
Shut the door.
These are my kids. Welcome. They call me a MILF. This is why.
Oh.
Huh?
It looked good.
I mean, my question is, I'm sure he's gonna fight me on that little bit right there, trying to get it smooth. Which I can probably smooth all that
Josh,
out.
are you ready for your commercial?
There you go, buddy. It's only $1,000. You got it.
While I was cleaning the truck out.
Get focus. Mariah.
I found that while I was cleaning the truck out.
Just kidding.
What do you say,
Well, I would say I do if it was real.
Josh?
Wait, is it I do or yes?
It's fake.
It's been so long.
Yes.
SK Jewelers.
I do is the wedding.
Oh. I didn't even get it right the first time. Yes, of course. We are taking this 2024 GMC 2500 fresh off the lot. Fully built by Lifted Rippers. We're taking it over to this really cool, I don't even know. It's just like some random construction company that we go take photos in.
It's the same one we went to before.
Yeah, we've been to it before. I think it's cool backdrops. It's got like that cool concrete dust pile, and there's an old rundown building that we want to take pictures with sometime. So we're gonna take some dope photos. Is that what the cool kids say?
No.
Oh.
Why does this truck mean a lot to you?
So this is the first GMC 2500 brand new that we have built. It's not the largest GMC Chevy that we've ever built at our shop, but it definitely was like this guy's pride and joy. Obviously it's brand new, fresh off the lot, and I'm just excited to see his reaction again. He's already seen it once, but we adjusted some things for him, and I don't know, I love when people are happy, especially GMC Chevy owners, because you guys have it hard out there with your square fenders. This is the 2024 GMC 2500 Ultimate HD package. As you can tell, this isn't your average daily driver. This one is big and large and shiny. This is running a 7-9 McGoy's lift that we actually have cranked up between an 8 and a 9. It is running a 26 by 14 kg1 fully forged polished Knox wheel, the shiniest part of the truck, as well as a 37 14 50 26 Fury RT tire. And it doesn't rub. Amazing, right? All right, so this is a 7-9 McGoy's. Typically a build like this for us in shop, once everything gets there and custom powder coated, it takes us about a week. It is a custom color on the rear. So this McGoy's actually came in from McGoy's with a black with billet overlays. However, you have to be careful with the McGoy's lift because we did order the additional track bars in the rear. Those came raw. So as soon as the McGoy's kit got there, we had to send off the rear track bars to go get powder coated in the pretty gloss black, and then the beauty comes together starting there. It does take us a full week. Obviously it is a lot of trimming on these GMC Denali, so if you are trying to plan on squeezing a 26 by 14 with a 37-inch tire, you can do it. It's just going to require a lot of trimming, so make sure you and the customer are on the same page about that. And now it has come together and we have zero rubbing. It can be done. So typically people talk about Chevys and GMCs having the square fenders, so it does make it a little bit more difficult in squeezing these larger size tires like you typically see on a Ford or a Ram. So on this typical one, when we call it trimming, we're talking about the actual bumper trimming. We did have to do a bumper spacer in this. It is a 3/4 of an inch. And then when we talk about trimming, we trim this plastic piece. We do a nice job. However, this truck actually came with the cold winter package, so it had the plug right here where you can plug it in the winter. Obviously, we're in beautiful Florida. We didn't want to get rid of that in case he ever decides to move somewhere colder. So we just relocated it to the front. So now this same bracket that you see here was here. We could not trim the bumper, so we relocated it, and now he goes side to side, no rubbing at all, and it rides amazing. All right, and before I forget, before you cyber warriors get me, we did have to trim the back side of this fender as well, so we do some trimming in the front and the rear, which allows us to fit this 37 1450 tire on this truck. As usual, if you guys ever have any questions on your GMC, Chevys, even your Fords and your Rams, make sure you give Lifted Rippers a call, 352-769-7282. It's below. We can help you squeeze whatever size tire you want on these trucks and build your biggest dreams. Now back to some B-roll of this truck. Welcome back to another episode here with Lifted Rippers. So this one was a little bit different than we are used to. We didn't actually build this Bronco Raptor. However, we did get to do a whole makeover on it. It is a 2023 Bronco Raptor, and we fully gave it a makeover. So it came into us, it was like that blue color that Raptor does, and we made it all pearly white. It's a girl's Bronco. She wanted to be white everything. So we took off the top portion of it. Everything has been painted or wrapped and then reinstalled by Lifted Rippers. It gave it a whole transformation. New front and rear bumpers. The whole thing has been touched. Just can't wait for her to see it. All right, so the customer wanted to do an aftermarket front bumper, but not rear. So somehow I convinced them to do front and rear so that they match. These are the ADD or Addictive Desert Design bumpers, front and rear. So these bumpers are actually designed for rigid lights that go inside. The customer did opt out of that. I think they're gonna do it themselves, or I don't even know why, but it does look a little funny right now because it's just big holes where there should be big rigid lights. This does fit the 3 rigid lights in the front with the 2 side markers on the sides, and the rear also fits in the little pod lights as well as the other little backup lights. Again, The customer didn't want them, but the bumpers look so good on this thing. Obviously, this got more lights than just the front rear bumper has. These do have the aux beam. I think they call these the floodlights for the front. They are bright as heck at night. As well as next to that, you can see that we did actually give her a little bit of a surprise. So she doesn't know that her Raptor in the front, the rear, and then the little Bronco are actually the Tiffany blue color. It's gonna be a surprise for her. I think she just thinks this whole thing is gonna be white. So I'm pretty excited. Her dad did approve it though, so before you guys attack me. He's like, throw in some teal. I always thought I would have thrown in more teal, so maybe she'll come back and we can do more teal on it. Maybe teal wheels. So I talked about earlier that we did everything white, but what I forgot to mention is that a lot of the pieces on this Bronco Raptor were actually just a matte black plastic. So we went ahead and took it a step above because we're here at Lifted Rippers. We try and go above and beyond. We actually did some parts and pieces gloss black, like you can see back here. The cowl on the hood and the hood scoop are also gloss black. It gives it just that extra shiny touch that we feel as Lifted Rippers should be on your vehicle. So as you also can see on the back half, the Raptor and the Bronco are teal, that Tiffany blue color. I hope she loves it as much as I do. So this Bronco Raptor is how it comes stock off the lot. I always suggest going higher and bigger wheels and tires. I don't know if we're gonna convince her yet. She is out of state. She's not even located in Florida. So maybe next time we see her, we can throw some aftermarket wheels and tires on this thing, a little bit higher lift, and I think it's good to go. I did have to, you know, rock crawl over this concrete pad. It was super exciting. It's the first time I've been able to drive the Bronco Raptor, and I kind of feel like I need one now. In Conroe, Texas, one of the largest automotive shows I feel like that is in the US right now. This will be our second time attending. We are getting my truck ready to go. We are loading it up on the trailer. Behind me you see it's missing a tire and a wheel. We have my wheels getting polished. I will say when you daily drive a show truck, you have to be fully prepared for everything that comes with it. That being said, powder coat gets chipped. I'm driving it 100 miles plus a day, so we do have some parts and pieces off of the truck currently. We have overlays that are getting repowder coated. Everything has to be in perfect shape when it's a show truck. That's part of daily driving a show truck. I do have some new special pieces on the truck. First and foremost, behind me, you might not be able to see, it's a super subtle ghost wrap. We did fish scales, it is a tarpon scale. And then we are adding a fuel cell underneath that also has all of the fancy overlays. Again, powder coat is on their way. We're less than 12 hours before we have to leave, and everything's got to get pulled back on tonight. So wish us luck on that, but I'm excited to show you guys this new wrap. Again, it's subtle and I love it, and it's just exactly what I need to add some fishing touches to this truck. We have a lot of great things coming out of the shop. So we have two Ram 2500 builds. They're gonna be huge, jacked up, Lifted Ripper style. We also are obviously going to Lone Star Throwdown. Then we have Orange Beach Invasion in Alabama. Come say hi. And then at iDrive, we are going big. I think I've said this before. We have a huge spread in Orlando at iDrive, March 28th and 29th. Come say hi, come see us, come see all these amazing builds that we have coming on behind these doors, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of cool stuff happening.